Welcome to the beef segment. Jim, my beef is with the packages I get that are glued, stapled, and taped. So secure that it takes 2 hours to pry, scissor, and beat them open. By the time I get them open, my neighbors have called the police because I'm screaming at the friggin' box and sender, and they think that I'm murdering my spouse. Thank you, Greg. It's not bad. Pretty good start. I know what you're saying. Quote, my beef is with my wife of 27 years. We have a discussion over, and I'm walking away when she mutters something under her breath. I say, what's that, baby? She denies saying anything. Roamster, this little game of hers is a win for her every time. I know she's saying something like, you bleeping idiot. You're an idiot. Or something related. What can I do, Van Smack? Jim in Tucson, Arizona. Jim, I could give you an answer, but it's too involved. I got to keep moving. Jim, I have a beef. With people who pick their nose while driving, then devour it. These D-bags act like there aren't literally hundreds of people on the road to witness this heinous act. Get a tissue and some sanitizer, you bags. Stop acting like a 5-year-old in kindergarten. Steven in Sac-Town. You know, jamming your digit up your nostril is bad enough. It's one thing. But what I've never, ever understood is the consumption that goes along with that. Why are you eating that? I've never... Anyway, Tan Smack. I've got a beef with a guy that lives down the street. Every time I wash or wax my car, he pulls into the driveway and yells out, hey, am I next? 10,000 out of work clowns, and I get that. No, bag, you aren't. Tell Junior in the car with you to put down the big gulp and do it for you. Jim in Hastings. That's how I came up too, man. Another one of the gigs I loved doing for my old man back in the day. Shoveling dog crap every weekend, washing his car, helping him fix fences. It's so true, man. They don't do it the way they used to. Man, when I grew up in Los Angeles, and I used to walk in the snow 8 miles to school every day. Hey, Rome, my beef is with people who speed up after you turn your blinker on. Hey, Danica, I'm trying to merge. This isn't roller derby. Next time, I'm sending you into the rail. JR in Oceanside. Van Smack. I have beef with grown adults who tell me it's their birthday. If I care about you, I would know these things already. So take your party hats, take your confetti, and your kazoos to somebody who gives a damn. Thanks. Mark, in parts unknown. Jimbo. I have beef with baby on board stickers. Just stop right there. Do you remember back in the day when that was the biggest thing ever? Alvin, you know this. You more than anybody. It used to be back in the day, years and years and years ago. Whoever came up with that thing, baby on board, must have made a freaking fortune. Every car that had a baby on board had one of those things. And then, fortunately, they went away for a long time. But they are making a comeback. I know what you're saying. Jimbo, I have a beef with baby on board stickers. I'm not sure if these tramps are bragging about their mating habits, or if they sincerely are paranoid that some stranger is out to randomly massacre their offspring. But let me tell you what, no one is. Boosh in Maine. Wore meeting clones on my delivery route. Wore fake silk. Nice job, Boosh. Jimmos. My beef is with having to do the recaptcha challenge when trying to access my favorite porn site. I'm not a robot. Why would a robot want to watch porn? Brent and PC. Good job, Brent. My issue is not with the recaptcha. It's with the recaptcha that is indecipherable. The one that you got to put in like 5 times. Like, dude, who can read that? She's back. Romey's my homie. Jimmers. I got beef with long torso guy/gal. You human wiener dogs need to take your weird little arms, legs, and low-hanging turd cutters and get out of my face. I mean, come on, Jim. Abigail in San Diego. Unwore fatties with long arms and high-riding mud flaps.
More lady clones.
Abigail, you're harsh, yo. You're tough, yo. She probably sent that from the gym. My beef. Moving the chains. It's 2021. We have the technology to put sensors in the ball, and we still have chains and sticks. Am I the only one who sees how stupid these chains are? Does anybody else realize the starting point of the chain is just as relevant as the ending point? Earnestly, Ernesto C in the North Willamette Valley, Oregon. Dude, I've tweeted about that. I've never understood that. I can't believe that major game-changing decisions are made by a couple of dudes running out onto the field with a couple of sticks attached by a 10-foot chain. Or a 10-yard chain, I should say. I've never understood that. Ever. Hi, Jim. You want to know what my beef is? My beef is with friends using their dirty-ass feet to hold the door open of my luxury sled when getting out. Bella B.
More lady clone.
Bella, what are you rolling in? Nice flex, though, B. What are you rolling in, Bella? What kind of luxury sled?
Out there. They really
You know I'm
are.
a car guy. I like that. Hi, Romey. My beef is with construction sites and areas that back up traffic for miles. But when you pass that site every day for weeks and never see anyone working, weeks with no workers, clean it up. Or driving while sober, Matt in the SRQ. Romey, my beef is with us not being able to cheat anymore, and now we lose every World Series we play in. Signed, the Houston Asterisks. Demacio in Albuquerque. Romey, I got beef with you. Having beef with toilet beef. Regards, the dude unleashing hell in the airport bathroom stall in between flights.
You are now free to move about the country.
Geoff, what did I say about that? That didn't make it better, Geoff. That's not funny. You saying somebody's unleashing hell in an airport bathroom stall is not amusing, Geoff. But then again, none of your crap is. All right, 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to Henrich in Portland. Henrich, what's your beef?
All right, Rom. So my girlfriend went to a neck pain specialist, and my beef is with this pain specialist because instead of hitting her with some ibuprofen 800s, she suggested breast reduction surgery. This is for real. Not, what?
Henrich. Oh, man. All right. That's his beef. He didn't hit her with ibuprofen. He hit her with a suggestion of breast reduction. So get a second opinion, Henrich. 1-800-636-8686. Let's go to San Jose. Josh. Hey, Josh, what's your beef?
Romey, yeah, breast reduction is disrespectful to God. Best segment ever. My beef is simply about beef. Australian wagyu, Snake River Farms wagyu, Japanese A5 wagyu. Do we really need cows massaged for 10 hours a day and fed beer so us fat Americans can get fat eating their fat? Whatever happens to good old rancher deserves. I'm ready to the call, babe.
My man. Thanks, Josh. That's actually pretty funny. His beef is with wagyu beef. Why do we have to massage the cows 10 hours a day? You know why? Because you can charge $125 a pound. That's wagyu. I've had it. Logan and one of his boys made it for me, and I've got it at restaurants. It's a different deal. Wagyu is a different life. Very rich. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Denver. Jessica in Denver. Jessica, what is your beef?
Hi, I work in retail, and every time an item doesn't scan and the customer goes, oh, it must be free then.
Jessica, nice job. Well done. She gets it. You come in with a beef. That's part of her job. Yeah, I bet that does get old. And that's not funny. That would piss me off, too. And she got in, she got out. Nice job. Let's go to Pennsylvania. Phil. Good to have you, Phil. What's your beef?
Hey, Jim. There's no place like Rome. How you doing?
Good, dude. You?
Good. My beef is with Budget Rent a Car. Last week, I returned the car 3/4 full. They charged me $50 to top it off. I'm completely pissed off by that. And a shout out to Alvy, the decapitator cockroaches. Kill them all. I'm out.
My man. You know what my beef is? My beef is car rental companies, hotels, that they look at you and they look down at your information and then they look you in the eye and go, "Oh, sir, nice to see you. Would you like an upgrade?" And my beef is that I'm not stupid or smart enough to ask them if they're giving me an upgrade because of mileage or they like me or if they're jamming me for an increased room rate that is not vacant or is vacant. I've gotten burned lately a couple times on that because I thought that literally it was because of the credit card I carry or my mileage or, like, even worse, incredibly ignorant of me to think they like me. I've been jammed so hard. Bleep you. That's my beef. All right, let's go to, I like to insert my own beef once in a while. John in Philly, my man. John, what's your beef?
What's up, Jim? How are you?
Good, dude. How are you?
Oh, glorious. Another glorious day on the East Coast. Man, you bring up your dad, and it just brings me back to my childhood. And let me tell you, he taught me how to drive, Jim, and gave me all kinds of grief on how safe I needed to be and can't be breaking the laws. He won a Stanley Cup ring back in the 70s, and the cop says as he pulls him over, "Let me see your driver's license." He pulls out the driver's license, starts flashing this ring around. The cop wants to take a selfie with the ring. I'm sitting there going, "You got to be kidding me." And now he gets off with a warning. I'm out.
Dude, who's your dad? Bobby Clark? Let me tell you about dads and their kids. Brian Scalabrini tells an amazing story about the lessons and messages that he is teaching his son and then how it plays out in the real world. You want to listen for that on today's podcast. So John and Phil is like talking about, my dad's always talking about accountability, do this, do that, be safe. And then he gets pulled over and breaks out his, quote, Stanley Cup ring, and then he skates. Listen, this is why celebrities and athletes throw that card, the "do you know who I am" card. It works sometimes. My feeling always is, if you have to ask, either the answer is no or they don't give a damn. But it must work or they wouldn't do it so often. Wow, that was literally the fastest beef segment ever. Incredible.